JBN, we keep you informed. 6 killed over 5 hours on Thursday. Hoodlums wreaked havoc over a 5-hour period on Thursday, leaving 6 people dead in 3 parishes, police records have revealed. The mayhem started at 4:45 p.m. in St. James and ended at 10 o'clock with a double murder in St. Thomas, pushing the number of murders recorded in Jamaica this year close to the 1,300 mark. This is the second time this week that the police have recorded 6 murders in less than 24 hours. Thursday's deadly rampage began when Ocean Downer, a 20-year-old farmer of Belfont and Catadupa in St. James, was shot dead by unknown assailants in Catadupa Square. The St. James community of Granville was the scene of the second killing 1 hour and 15 minutes later. According to the police, 28-year-old painter Odane Coke was shot and killed by unknown assailants along Gordon Crescent. Since the start of the year, the St. James police have recorded over 145 murders, a 47% increase when compared with the corresponding period last year. By 7 o'clock, investigators in the St. Andrew South Police Division were called to MacDonald Place, where the body of Richardo White, also known as Ricky, 34, was found. He too was shot by unknown assailants, the police said. The division leads the nation with over 165 homicides since January 1. This is a 12% increase when compared with the similar period last year. The mayhem shifted to the eastern end of the capital city 1 hour and 20 minutes later, when 21-year-old Leron Dunkley was shot dead by an unknown assailant at his Wild Street home. It ended 40 minutes later in the eastern parish of St. Thomas, where 2 still unidentified men were shot dead in the community of Easington. The police report that about 8:50 p.m., the men and a woman standing along a road when men armed with guns approached and opened gunfire, hitting the men. The police say the woman managed to escape injury. The gunmen reportedly escaped in an awaiting vehicle. The injured men were rushed to the hospital by the police, where they reportedly died while undergoing treatment. Several 9mm and 5.56mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Murders are down 13% in St. Thomas when compared with the corresponding period last year. Pastor on rape charges to spend Christmas in jail. The Anova-based pastor was arrested and charged last week following allegations that he sexually molested several children in the parish, will spend Christmas behind bars, as he was remanded when he appeared in the Anova Parish Court on Thursday. He is scheduled to return to court on January 26, 2020. The true identity of the pastor has not been established, as police investigations have revealed that he has been using the name Ricardo Palmer, O'Neill Palmer, and Philip Scott. When the accused pastor appeared in court on Thursday, his attorney Chimio Paris made a bail application on his behalf. However, the police urged the presiding judge to reject the application. The police said they are still investigating additional complaints against the churchman, who is facing 7 counts of rape. During Thursday's court sitting, several women converged on the courthouse calling for the head of the accused pastor, who they claim had molested family members. "Him wicked and if he got prison," an irate woman said. "Them churchmen are love little picking it too much." Some of the onlookers lashed out at the parents, arguing that they should not have allowed their children to be in the unsupervised company of the pastor. "The parents too worthless and licky and them fi stop it," said one woman. "Some of them mostly know what go on, them turn a blind eye. Some of them figure jail too." According to reports last Monday, police officers were on patrol in the Montpelier community in Sandy Bay when they saw the accused pastor beating a girl on Barnes Lane. The police who stopped to investigate the incident were reportedly told by the child that she had been sexually assaulted by the pastor. Officers assigned to the Anova branch of Sissoko were called in to assist with the investigation. It was subsequently revealed that several children in the community were making similar allegations against the accused, who is said to be the assistant pastor at Mount Ephraim Zion True Fellowship Church, which is also located on Barnes Lane. Teenager gunned down in Tenth Steertown, St. Anne. Violence continues to grip the community of Steertown in St. Anne, where a gunman shot and killed a teenager in an area known as Greenwich Acres on Wednesday. The deceased man has been identified as 19-year-old Michael Webb of Clark Avenue in Newarton, St. Catherine. Reports are that about 3:30 p.m., Webb was standing along the roadway when he was approached by a gunman who shot him several times. His attacker then fled the scene. Residents who heard the explosions alerted the police, and on their arrival, Webb's bullet-riddled body was found along the roadway. He was later pronounced dead at hospital. No motive for the gun attack has yet been determined. Cocaine valued at over $4 million, seized at NMIA, 3 arrested. Detectives assigned to the Narcotics Police Division arrested 3 women in relation to the seizure of approximately 7 pounds of cocaine at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on Thursday. The police report that about 11:45 a.m., the woman checked in to board a flight destined for Atlanta in the United States when a police K-9 alerted its handler to 2 suitcases. The police say the suitcases were traced to the 3 females and they, along with the luggage, were searched. According to the police, the cocaine, which has an estimated street value of $4,225,000, was found concealed in the suitcases. The women were subsequently arrested. District Constable charged for shooting mentally ill man granted bail. A female district constable charged with a shooting involving a mentally ill man was granted bail when she was brought before the St. Thomas Parish Court on Wednesday. Nicola Williams, who is attached to the Morant Bay Police, was arrested and charged with wounding with intent. The court was told that on November 17, 2018, the district constable shot and injured the man on South Street in Morant Bay. The prosecution told the court that the man had entered a bakery and was told to leave. When he refused, the district constable intervened. Her attorney, Ainsley Williams, told the court that a report from the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom stated that his client fired after the man attempted to disarm her. He said she should not have been charged. Williams is to return to court on February 5. Dealers demand a better response in car contract row. The New Car Dealers Association of Jamaica, NCDAJ, is demanding a more detailed response from the Ministry of National Security after raising concerns about the award of 2 contracts to affiliates of Stewart's Automotive Group as unfair. The association has also questioned the rationale behind the decision of the Ministry of National Security to bar its members from bidding on 2 of the advertised contracts to supply new vehicles to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF. This comes after association members sent letters to the MNS requesting an explanation for why Stewart's Auto Sales and Silver Star Motors, both affiliates of Stewart's Automotive Group, were awarded the contracts to supply 64 pickups and 43 SUVs or crossovers. Responding to the concerns, the ministry insisted that it had followed procurement guidelines and that the companies were able to demonstrate that they were separate entities. In a letter to the editor of the Daily Gleaner, the NCDA president, John Walston, indicated that the response is unsatisfactory. We have advised the Ministry of National Security that our concerns have not been sufficiently responded to and immediately warrant a further and more wholesome response, the letter read. Walston said that the rule to prevent companies from bidding on both contracts put a number of companies at a disadvantage. If this was an attempt to ensure distribution of the vehicle purchases to more than one dealer, then that would have been a commendable intent. But sadly, we are not convinced that this was the case, the letter read. It is no secret that several of our new car dealers in Jamaica offer several vehicle models that will fit the comparative set for both contracts on offer. So why then insist that one contract per company be allowed? This rule served to put a number of companies at a disadvantage. The association president said that the award of the contracts to the Stewart's Automotive Group affiliates would not have been allowed by an unbiased committee. Farmers urged to take precautions against predatory larceny. National Predatory Larceny Prevention Officer in the Predatory Larceny Prevention Coordination Unit, Sergeant Bruce Williams, is encouraging farmers to take the necessary precautions against farm theft during the festive season. Williams, who was speaking during a recent interview, said that incidences of predatory larceny tend to increase during the months of December and January. In providing tips on how farmers can protect themselves and their properties, he said they should first ensure that they are registered with the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA. All registered farmers and vendors are required to issue a receipt identifiable by a unique number to anyone who purchased agricultural produce as proof of payment. It is a legal requirement if you're operating as a farmer that you register with RADA, and when selling goods to issue a valid receipt at each point of sale. This will help us when we're intervening, Sergeant Williams said. He encouraged farmers to conduct all business transactions in a safe area, and when visiting farms, they should do so in the company of others. In addition, he said that they should also have on hand the contact information for their local police station, Crime Stop or police officer, and to report all incidences of pre-deal larceny promptly. Williams is also urging retailers and consumers to be vigilant when purchasing farm produce and animals during the festive season. He warned that it is an offense for a retailer or consumer to be in possession of stolen goods. You should know where your produce is coming from. While you're supporting our local farmers, you must ensure that you buy from reputable sources. Cheaper may not be better, because sometimes persons may be purchasing stolen and or contaminated goods, he said. He pointed out that buying from unverified sources can also have health and safety implications. Williams is encouraging members of the public to share information with the police if they are aware of individuals who are engaging in pre-deal larceny. However, he's warning them against confronting suspects, but to instead contact the nearest police station. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.